Well, it can be a risky endeavor, but it can pay big dividends. Perfectly healthy people signing up for a battery of medical tests.
CBS 2's Lisa Siegel shows us how they're cashing in on clinical trials.
Yes.
When you come in, you'll be searched. We look through their bags, we look through their pockets.
Can you remove your shoes from us, please?
This isn't the airport and it isn't a jail, but once checked into this facility in Cyprus,
It's an incredibly controlled environment.
They don't want you bringing in any outside snacks.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. And yourself?
Stephen Turner of Inglewood has no fear of sharp objects, and that's a good thing. He's lost count of all the needle sticks he's endured. He isn't sick.
A friend of a friend told me it was a quick way to pick up some cash.
Blood draws, heart testing, diet plans, and mystery drips. They're all part of life inside a clinical trial.
Yeah, later on, right?
Years before any medication hits pharmacy shelves, drug makers have to prove it's safe and effective. That requires guinea pigs. People like these willing to be among the very first humans to try a new drug.
In consenting, we explain everything we know about this compound. So we tell you about the animal studies, the potential side effects, all the risks.
John Rojas is Chief Operating Officer of West Coast Clinical Trials. It's one of Southern California's largest facilities for Phase 1 trials. To participate, these drug testers have to be perfectly healthy and
You lose your freedom to do what you want.
they eat only the meals served by the scientists. Every morsel is measured and calculated.
If you drink or eat something that I don't eat, it affects how the medication's absorbed. Everybody has to do the same thing.
Drugs for all kinds of diseases are tested here in people who don't have anything wrong with them. Yosuke Izumi entered a heart drug trial.
For anticoagulants.
In a diabetes trial, Joe White tested,
Device that would have a needle that would inject into your stomach.
and Stephen has tested drugs for asthma, arthritis, and potassium overload. Every time, they measure everything.
The urine collection, you know, I'm like, what?
1, 2, 3.
There's only limited access to the outside world. Participants bond by sharing bunks and boredom, from a few hours to a few weeks, depending on the trial. The crash cart for emergencies, never far away.
You'll notice many drugs. This is adrenaline for your heart. These are different tubes that we can put in to help you breathe if necessary. Sometimes we do have emergencies, although, knock on wood, we haven't had any major ones in this facility.
But taking a drug no one has ever tried before can carry both short and long-term risks. So why sign up for this?
It's a good, free, ongoing physical.
There's also the possible benefit to mankind.
There's a study for hepatitis B, which we don't have a cure for.
And then there's the cash.
We can do studies that are $5,000 or $10,000. It all depends on the number of days you're in, the number of procedures that have to be done.
6,500.
That's how much Stephen made for spending a week testing a high-power, high-risk arthritis drug. His motivation?
Meet the kids. I have 2 sons that I just want to see the best of, and I like to put money towards anything I can for them.
So Stephen and all these other trial participants told us they'd do it again in a heartbeat. I'm Lisa Siegel, CBS 2 News.
Healthy volunteers willing to try new drugs are always in demand, but qualifying for a study isn't always easy. Elevated blood pressure, a blood test abnormality, even a history of allergies can be disqualifiers. To learn more, just check out cbsla.com.